Have you ever planned a European vacation, only to have your wife veto half the itinerary? Well, that's my life story. My wife has a list of places she avoids because of me, and let's just say, number 10 will leave you both shocked and amused. Buckle up, because we're diving into the 20 European destinations where I've caused more drama than a reality TV show. Number 1, Italy, the cuisine paradise. Italy, where pasta flows like rivers winding its way through picturesque villages. And pizzas in this land float like clouds in the sky, drifting gently above the sunlit piazzas. Every husband who takes a bite of authentic Italian cuisine immediately forgets about his wife's cooking. It's not just the food, it's the way they make it with love, passion, and a sprinkle of, "Why can't you cook like this, dear?" The gelato here makes ice cream back home look like frozen disappointment. And the espresso? Let's just say after one shot, husbands refuse to drink any other coffee again. Number 2, Sweden, the land of stunning blondes. Welcome to Sweden, known for its stunning landscapes and even more stunning people. Every time we visit, my wife turns into a hawk, watching my every glance. The women here are so attractive, she gets jealous just seeing me look in their direction. I told her I was just appreciating the local culture, but she didn't buy it. Needless to say, our Swedish vacations are as tense as a thriller movie. Number 3, Germany, the Oktoberfest Outrage. Germany, the land of beer, bratwurst, and the legendary Oktoberfest. My wife's patience is tested every time we visit during this boisterous festival. The sight of me in lederhosen, enthusiastically hoisting a giant stein of beer, is enough to make her cringe. She worries that I'll get too caught up in the revelry and start joining in the raucous singing and dancing. It's a wild ride, and she's always on edge, making sure I don't completely lose myself in the Oktoberfest madness. If you're smiling along and finding this as entertaining as we do, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep the fun and travel tips coming. Number 4, Finland, the sauna situation. Let's talk about Finland, where sauna culture is as hot as it gets, literally and figuratively. Here, men and women enjoy saunas together, a concept that makes my wife's eyebrows shoot up faster than a thermometer in July. She imagines steamy scenarios where I'm too busy sweating to notice anything else, but she's convinced I'm secretly loving the Coed company. Despite my reassurances, she's not keen on us stripping down together in mixed company. So, our Finnish adventures are often more clothed and less sweaty than the locals would approve of. Number 5, France, the fashion frenzy. France. The epitome of style and sophistication, where fashion isn't just clothing, it's an art form. Every boutique window makes me wonder why our closet back home can't look like that. She rolls her eyes every time I suggest a shopping spree, fearing I'll come home dressed like a wannabe fashion model. Our French escapades often end with her dragging me away from the latest runway trends. Number 6, Spain, the flamenco fiasco. Spain, the land of fiery flamenco and even fierier dancers. My wife avoids this passionate destination because every time I see a flamenco dancer, I can't help but admire their grace and intensity. She worries that I'll get too caught up in the revelry and start joining in the raucous singing and dancing. She's convinced I'm secretly wishing she could stomp and twirl like that at home. After one too many, "Why don't you learn flamenco?" jokes, our Spanish vacations have become a touchy subject. So now I enjoy the performances from a safe distance, hoping not to spark another flamenco fiasco. Number 7, Greece, the mythical beauty. Greece, where ancient myths meet modern marvels, and the beauty of the islands is only rivaled by the beauty of the people. My wife gets particularly wary when we visit the sun-soaked beaches of Mykonos and Santorini. She's convinced every stunning Greek goddess strolling by is casting a spell on me. I keep telling her I'm more into the souvlaki than the sirens, but she's not having it. So, our Greek getaways are filled with more caution than relaxation, making sure I'm always in her sight. Number 8, France, the culinary conundrum. France, the land where chefs treat cooking like an art form and wine flows as freely as water. My wife dreads our visits because French chefs love adding wine to their sauces, and after a few bites, I'm completely under their culinary spell. She jokes that I lose all self-control and turn into a food-obsessed maniac. Every gourmet meal becomes a new adventure in flavors, and she has to practically drag me out of the restaurants. Our French trips are filled with delicious dishes and a lot of gentle nudges to remind me who's really in charge. Number 9, Iceland, the hot spring hysteria. Iceland, where the natural beauty is rivaled only by the allure of its geothermal hot springs. My wife avoids this chilly paradise because every time we visit, I can't get enough of soaking in those steamy, mineral-rich waters. She claims I spend more time in the hot springs than with her, and she's convinced I'm on a mission to visit every single one. The Blue Lagoon is my favorite spot, but she's always ready to drag me out before I turn into a prune. Our Icelandic adventures often end with me reluctantly leaving my hot spring haven. And now, the next destination is so shocking, my wife refuses to even hear about it. Number 10, Estonia. Get paid to get hitched. Ever heard of getting paid to marry? Welcome to Estonia, where they literally pay people to tie the knot. My wife's fear? That I'll run off with a charming Estonian lady and come back richer. I tried to explain it's just an incentive for locals, but she wasn't convinced. Now, every time I mention Estonia, she changes the subject faster than you can say, I do. Number 11, Czech Republic, the beer Bliss. The Czech Republic, where beer is cheaper than water and the pubs are always buzzing. My wife tries to avoid this destination because I turn into a beer enthusiast, hopping from one brewery to another. She says I get so caught up in tasting every local brew that I forget about everything else. Every visit feels like a beer-tasting marathon, and I'm always eager to try the next pint. Our Czech trips often end with her reminding me that there's more to see than just the inside of a pub. Number 12, Hungary, the ultimate pampering. Hungary, where the hospitality and care for husbands are second to none. My wife avoids this place because the local wives are known for their extraordinary attention and dedication to their husbands. She jokes that I might get too used to the pampering and forget how to fend for myself. The warmth and care I receive make every visit feel like I'm royalty, with homemade meals and constant attention. Our Hungarian trips are filled with her reminding me that the VIP treatment is just temporary. Number 13, Poland, the Pierogi Predicament. Poland, where the pierogi are plentiful and delicious. She claims that my constant indulgence in these tasty dumplings makes it impossible for her to stick to her healthy eating plan. Every meal turns into a pierogi feast, and she worries about the extra calories and how they affect her looks. Our Polish trips are a constant battle between her willpower and my love for pierogi. Number 14, Norway, the Viking Vigor. Norway, the land of majestic fjords and Viking heritage. My wife avoids this destination because every time we visit, I get way too enthusiastic about the Viking culture. She's convinced that I'll start growing a beard and wielding a battle axe any day now. I can't help but get lost in the Viking museums and historical sites, imagining myself as a mighty Norse warrior. Our Norwegian trips often end with her rolling her eyes at my latest Viking souvenir and gently reminding me that we live in the 21st century. Number 15, Germany, the car craze. Germany, the land of precision engineering and luxury automobiles. My wife avoids this destination because every time we visit, I can't stop fantasizing about buying a world-famous German car. She worries I'll blow our savings on a sleek new BMW, Mercedes, or Porsche. Our German trips often end with her dragging me away from the dealerships before I make an impulsive, expensive decision. Number 16, Norway, the fishing fantasy. Norway, with its endless fjords and rich fishing waters, is an angler's dream come true. My wife avoids this destination because I turn into a fishing fanatic, wanting to spend every waking moment casting lines and reeling in big catches. She jokes that I'll forget about our romantic vacation and focus solely on catching the big one. Every picturesque fjord and serene lake becomes a new fishing spot in my eyes, and I'm constantly planning our next fishing trip. Our Norwegian adventures often end with her reminding me that we're here to relax and explore, not just to fish. Number 17, Germany, the tech temptation. Germany, where innovation and technology are at the forefront, and every gadget lover's dream. My wife avoids this destination because I turn into a tech geek, wanting to explore every tech store and exhibition. She jokes that I'd spend all our money on the latest gadgets and gizmos, turning our home into a mini electronics store. Every visit to a tech expo or cutting-edge store leaves me wide-eyed and excited, planning our next big tech purchase. Our German trips often end with her reminding me that there's more to life than the latest gadgets. Number 18, Italy, the social scene. Italy, where socializing is an art form and every meal is a celebration. My wife avoids this destination because I get swept up in the Italian way of life, making new friends everywhere we go. Every piazza becomes a place to meet locals and share stories over espresso or wine. Our Italian trips often end with her reminding me that we're there to explore together, not just to expand my social circle. Number 19, Austria, the Alpine adventure. Austria, where the Alps offer endless opportunities for adventure and breathtaking views. My wife avoids this destination because I turn into an adrenaline junkie, wanting to try every extreme sport available. From skiing and snowboarding to paragliding and mountain biking, I'm eager to dive into the next thrill. Our Austrian trips often revolve around my pursuit of adventure, with her constantly reminding me to take it easy. Number 20, Amsterdam, the biking bonanza. Amsterdam, where biking is the preferred mode of transport, and the city is crisscrossed with picturesque canals. My wife avoids this destination because I become a biking fanatic, eager to explore every street and alley on two wheels. Every charming bridge and scenic path beckons me to keep riding, and I can't resist the urge to cover as much ground as possible. Our Amsterdam adventures often end with her reminding me to slow down and enjoy the sights without constantly pedaling. And there you have it, dear friends. But let's be honest, this is all in good fun. We love our wives, and without them, every trip would be just a journey from the kitchen to the sofa to watch TV. So here's to our better halves, who make every adventure worthwhile, even if it means avoiding a few places along the way. And please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. And just for fun, let me know in the comments below which destination I missed that your lovely other half would prefer to avoid. Happy travel, dear friends.